The Jim and Terry Show. Bright sunny day, breakfast on the deck, coffee served, special guest in the studio.
Oh, I'm Jim. Yes, okay. Yeah.
He doesn't consider himself special.
No, it's like home to me. Yeah,
It's like home, a second home away from home. We're going to get a little touchy-feely with some emotional discussion of feelings. And I'm going to throw this one out.
Watercolored feelings, Terry?
Well, I don't know what they're...
Of the way we were.
Oh, that would be nice, the way we were. Barbara Streisand is what you're calling to mind. I'm going to go with this, and I'm just going to read the title, and you can take it, and I will interact with what you do with it. And this is a total improv. Jim has no idea this is what's on tap, but it's something I found that I thought was interesting. The title is, That's So Cringe, Your Feelings of Disgust. That's so cringe. How do we explain our feelings of things? Why do we get that cringe feeling when we hear something? Maybe we hear an inappropriate joke. Maybe we hear something that's off color, something that we know is not true being spread. Where do we get that? And the subtitle here is The Science Behind the Ick.
Yeah, you're right. You didn't prep me on this. I have lots of
Why
ick
do we
moments.
go ick? And I'll give you the first one. I got up at 1 o'clock this morning, couldn't sleep, so I came down to the Hobbit Hall, flicked the lights on, and there's a black shadow in the corner, and it's moving. And I thought, what the? So upon closer inspection, of course, it's a rather large spider.
Saber-tooth spider.
Well, I don't know whether it was saber-tooth, and I definitely wasn't a fossil. It was actually moving. So I grabbed my CD. Do you still have CDs
I
where
do.
you buy them on a spindle?
I do.
Well, that's what I used to trap the little fellow, the large fellow. I don't know if he had fangs or not, but I wasn't taking a chance, so I put a piece of paper down the wall and trapped him in the CD case, the clear plastic circular thing, and took
Then
him
he
outside.
jumped out and grabbed your neck.
Sucked all my blood out, and yeah. So feelings of ick. First reaction is, ooh, what is that? Are there things that just evoke that from you? What makes you go, ugh? Ick.
Almost everything.
Oh my God.
Well, no, when I think about it, if I'm sitting with my friends outside and I look down and there's a black beetle crawling up my leg, my first reaction is,
Okay, things that crawl could be a universal ick.
Yeah. But I have other friends that when that happens, they just go, oh, look at that. And they'll pick it up and they'll look at it.
I'll let it wander on the finger
and stuff like that. And look at it. And me, I'm just like, get it off of me. It's going to drag me away and eat me or something, or bury me in the backyard.
Okay. I was one of the themes of this is the universality of this response, the ick response.
Well, we're human, for God's sake.
So what is it? Is there a universal or, well, this is the thing. We're human, for God's sake. So what is it that gets us feeling ick?
I think there would be different ick moments.
For everybody?
Yeah. I mean, you ever see those tribes where they just, they find these great big fat crawly cocoon-like friggin' animals, and they just pop them in their mouths and they go, oh, that's good. That's ick to me. To them, it's
So there is a layer of culturalization where we come to accept what would have been cringe as something good.
Well, you take those Amazon kids that were lost in the Amazon for 40 days. They survived because they know the jungle. So they're eating stuff, like bugs and different things that they find. It's amazing. Where you and me probably starved to death. I ain't eating that. You're awful hungry. I ain't eating that.
Yeah. If it's moving, I'm not eating it.
Or we would smash it and then eat it and then really be grossed out with the guts coming out.
Yeah.
But those, even as talk is ick moments.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? So some of this is culture, some of this is common. And I'm trying to separate the two because there is an article that goes with this. And if I showed you this.
Oh, geez, what's that? Ick.
Well, actually, look at the face.
Yeah.
The article is posted in The Atlantic, and the title is A Distinctly Human Trait That Might Actually Be Universal. The ick might be in other species. That, by the way, is a Japanese macaque.
Why?
And why does it look disgusting?
Well, the voice to me is very, like would be Clint Eastwood. Get off my lawn.
Oh, to me, that's
Make my day.
no.
Okay,
What did I
punk.
step in?
Oh, well, that could be that too. Yeah.
Actually, that's the
Or Trump getting a hard question. No.
Well, the story behind that Japanese macaque is that it's a female. It was being observed. So there's a primatologist taking a look, doing field research, discovers this event unfolding in front of her. And she observed the female macaque walking backwards into a stray pile of what they call primate poop.
Oh, jeez.
So somebody dropped it where they shouldn't have dropped it, and this macaque walked backwards, glanced down at her foot, and completely flipped her lid. The monkey hightailed it down to the shore on 3 feet, so not using the one that's got poop on it, until she was able to find some way of cleaning it, and she kept on sniffing her paw, make sure it was all gone. But that's the ick. The ick.
Well, that's kind of a universal thing. You're right. We'd probably do the same thing.
No, that's for a primate. So now we're going to closest relatives to humans. So would it be true of chimpanzees, of gorillas, of other primates?
I don't know.
Or
Close
is
to
it a
humans?
primate ick? Or is there one that, do spiders have an ick? Like when I approached that spider, was it thinking...
Was it going, ah,
was it going,
crap, I thought I was alone.
Yeah, so isn't it kind of interesting that we anthropomorphize, that we impart or imbue human qualities on things, and I wonder what that thing was thinking while I approached it.
Yeah, but I don't know if its thoughts would be ick as opposed to shit.
Okay.
Well,
Are you giving words to a spider?
Well, they're blind, but yet if you can chase it around, if it knows you're behind it, it'll run away.
The spiders are blind? I thought they had 8 eyes or something like that.
No, I think spiders are blind, aren't they?
Well,
That's why it's amazing to me.
okay. I don't think so, but maybe
Spiders are freaking blind. They better be. Look it up.
No, they're looking at you. Okay. Anyway, that's
Maybe they're not all blind.
The
I don't know.
article is called a distinctly human trait that might actually be universal, and it's the characteristic we call disgust or ick, and that is the photo of the female macaque who looked like she just put her foot in something. Oh, my kids.
Like a pile of poop.
Look at my kids. They leave this, never clean up
Yeah,
their
yeah,
room.
yeah.
And that's the ick observation there. Anyway, that's being researched to see just how common it is, and that was primates that this whole article was exploring. But does it go to kangaroos? That's where I was just at.
Jeepers, this just tells me you haven't got a life at all.
Well, I'm kind of curious. Don't you think the kangaroos? Apparently, there are some species who put all their poop in one pile because they don't want to spoil the field. It's a very small area that they have for whatever it is, food supply.
How advanced?
How advanced
Yeah.
are they? So, is there something? Is the ick related to survival? In other words, we go ick to something that's either dangerous or shouldn't be somewhere, or we got to stay away. Caution, Will Robinson, danger.
Well, I know kangaroos have attitude. I was watching a video of it fighting a man. It was hilarious, and it wouldn't back off, man. It was fighting a man.
And is that fighting meaning they lean back on their tail and
Yeah,
then
the
kick
whole
you?
bit. The whole bit tried to do it. The guy reached out, grabbed his neck, and pushed it back, and it puffed up its chest and came forward, and Liam tried to kick it, and the guy did. And I watched like 5 minutes of it. Then eventually I had to do something else.
Ah, so you have no life either.
But the point being that you could see the kangaroo going like, "I'll get you, little," And the kangaroo wasn't winning, but it wasn't backing down either.
Is there, just to focus on the poop because there may be more evidence to explain it, is there an ick involved in things that are inherently dangerous and or things that might be communicable? Like you don't want to touch that because then you give it to somebody, and we can't have our whole tribe of, or whatever you call a group of monkeys, getting infected with something. Or you got to put your poop over there because if you don't, then it spoils our food supply, and then we will have nothing to eat, and that affects everybody. Is there some degree of innate ickness that is self-preservation?
No.
I would like to think so. I'd like to think that some of these things are passed on genetically.
They might be. I mean, someone goes to be nice and is going to cough into their sleeve of their shirt, and a big hork comes out. Blech! My first reaction is ugh, or ick, if you like. It depends what side of the pond you're on. Ick, ork, potato.
Where are we going with all this stuff? I don't know, except that we began by talking about this being a universal, or is it distinctly human?
No, well, again, the other expressions on some of the other animals, it's so human of us to think that they're being human-like.
Yes.
When they're being whatever they are
By
like.
organizing where they put their poop.
Yeah, it's like, you know, they get that monkey, puts a stick down a hole and gets an ant.
Yes.
What you don't see, they've been filming the monkey trying to get one ant for 4 hours. And then go, so human, so human.
You're so sarcastic. Come on, aren't you a believer?
Humans would just shoot the freaking anthill and get the carcass.
Takes me to the Indiana scene where they film and the guys with a samurai sword doing his... And then Harrison Ford takes out his gun and shoots him.
I love that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's a surprise ending. All right, the distinctly human quality of being repulsed and dismayed by things.
I honestly haven't seen...
Give me the grossest
an
thing
animal.
that ever got you. It's not the beetle crawling up your leg. What's the grossest thing that ever got you?
I don't know, Terry.
You don't have the supreme ick?
Well, I think barefoot stepping in poop maybe.
Oh, that's... Okay.
But I don't know if
Yeah.
I've ever done that, to be
I
truthful. But
don't-
being a kid who ran around barefoot, I'm sure that has happened.
I'm sure we...
Like dog crap or something.
Yeah, you know where you thought it was crusty on the outside but soft on the inside? Oh,
So we have
ick.
all done it. Now
we
we're-
have all done it. Okay, the Jim and Terry Show on that soft note.
Just
signing off.
Just lost the ones and twos we did.
All
that, Terry.
right,
Thank you.
bye-bye for now.
Bye.